Hey guys, Ben from Living Survival, and today I got the Snugpak Special Forces Sleep System, so stick with me. Alright guys, so I brought you a lot of products before from Snugpak. Great company, great product. I've shown you their poncho liner, I've shown you their tarps, I've shown you several tents, and I've also shown you a Softy Elite sleeping bag. So today I'm going to show you their Special Forces sleep system that comes included with a Special Forces 1 sleeping bag, Special Forces 2 sleeping bag, a baffle that connects those together, as well as a waterproof and windproof bivy that goes over the top. So it's really similar to a military sleep system if you're familiar with that, where you have the patrol bag, intermediate bag, and the Gore-Tex bivy. This is going to be real similar to that. So the way a sleep system works is you basically have a more moderate temperature bag, or maybe a spring summer bag, which in this case the Special Forces 1 will go down to about 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you have your cooler weather bag, and this one will go down to about 0 degrees, a little bit thicker insulation and a little bit bigger overall. And then you can combine the two to get you down into those 0 and below 0 temps. And then on top of that, you can throw the bivy on the outside, making it completely windproof and waterproof. So here you got the two bags laid out next to each other. You got the Special Forces 1, or the lighter weight bag, Special Forces 2, the cooler weather bag. The Special Forces 1 weighs about 2.5 pounds, or just under 2.5 pounds. And then the Special Forces 2 weighs in at about 4 pounds. And together with the bivy and the stuff sack, you've got right around 7 pounds, making it just a little bit lighter than the military sleep system. Usually that one comes in around 9.5 pounds. You can see that this is in the ATAX camo. You can get these in the ATAX, you can get them in multicam, and then you can also get them in black, tan, and also olive colors. So both of these bags can be used on their own, and they're made up on the outside of Snugpak's Paratex steel plate ripstop material. It is a water resistant and breathable material, so you'd have no problem using these sleeping bags just by themselves. And then of course you can use them together, and then you can throw the bivy onto both of them or onto just one of them as well. So they both have Softy Premier insulation. Obviously the Special Forces 2 bag just has more of it to make it a more cooler weather bag. Since these are designed with military application in mind, they do have a reinforced foot box, so should you need to exit your bag quickly, you can already have your boots on, and since it's reinforced in here, it'll help cut down the abrasion and wear and tear on the bottom of the bag. Sleep system also comes with the Special Forces waterproof and windproof bivy bag. Now you could use this bivy bag just on its own, in combination with the 1, in combination with the 2, or you can put the 1 inside the 2 and put this on top of both of them. So you really, that's what's great about these sleep systems, is there's so much versatility, and you basically just use what you need according to the weather and climate and things like that. The bivy's made of ripstop material. Everything on the inside is waterproofed and taped. Now again, this is going to keep you waterproof and windproof, unless you were of course to jump in a swimming pool, and then water would come in the zips. But in a moderate to heavy downpour, you'll have no problem keeping dry in this. It's also pretty breathable, so you should have no problems with condensation if you're using it on top of one of your other bags. You can see that the bivy in the center there is quite a bit wider than the other two, to accommodate if you wanted to put just one bag in there or both bags together in there. So the sleep system also comes with this baffle, which is pretty cool. It comes in the ATAX as well. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to connect both bags to the outer zips here, and then have a single zip for getting in and getting out of the bag should you need to exit quickly. So very similar to other mummy style bags, you have this zip that comes all the way up, and then this Velcro flap that goes across that. And then you also have this insulated hood here with cinch strap on the end so that you can cinch that down across your head. The other thing that Snugpak does on these Special Forces bags, and my Softy Elite also has this, is this interior baffle here. And what this allows you to do is you can Velcro it across your chest, and it'll keep all the warm air further down in the bag without it escaping out where your head comes out of the bag. Now something else that's a little bit different on these bags is center zip. And what that center zip allows you to do is not only enter and exit quickly, but it also allows you to hook up to that baffle when you put one bag inside the other. So connecting the two is very easy as well. We just take our Special Forces 2 bag and open it all the way up. And I'm just going to lay the Special Forces 1 bag inside of here. And then do the same thing, open it up so that I can connect the baffle. So once you get both bags connected via the baffle, then you just have a single center zip that zips down the entire bag, and it will keep both sections of the bag together so that even when you climb in, both bags are already connected, and you don't have to zip up multiple bags. You can just zip up that single zip. Now the only thing I might do different on this is, since there is 3 zips up here now with the baffle, is I'll probably put a longer, like orange colored paracord on the center zip, just so I know which one it is. And especially at night, you wouldn't want to mess around with which zipper you need to get out of the bag. So this is how all 3 bags look with the Bivi. Now what I really like about this Bivi is that it only zips halfway. What's cool about that is that then you don't have zippers down in the bottom where your feet could generally get wet. Some of the other Bivis I've showed you have full zips, and if the water pools at your feet or something like that, it can tend to get into the Bivi. Not the case with this one. So if you're sitting up or something like that and your feet happen to be in a wet spot that's downhill, they're still not going to get wet, and it's going to keep you 100% waterproof. And then of course it's also windproof. Now as far as the baffle system goes, it doesn't connect into the Bivi, so if you are using the Bivi, you would have to unzip that first and then unzip the baffle, which would allow you out of both bags. So as you guys can see, that's one badass sleep system with the 2 Special Forces bag and the waterproof and windproof Bivi over the top. It's just as good, if not better, than the military sleep system. It's a little bit lighter. It's about 2 pounds lighter than the military sleep system, and it stuffs down just a little bit smaller, which is excellent. I really like that baffle system, which allows you to connect both bags, having one central zip. Again, the only complaint I would have with that is maybe I'd put some orange paracord on that center zip, just so you don't get confused, especially at night, with which one is the exit zipper. And then of course the Bivi bag makes it the ultimate wind and waterproof sleep system. And again, you can go down below 0 with this bag. You got the moderate temperature bag, you got the cool weather bag, and then combined an ultra cool weather system. So I think it's just great. You could easily sleep on the ground with this, or I'm going to use it this summer sleeping in my hammock. So in the summer and springtime, I'm probably just going to use that Bivi, or since there's no insulation in the Bivi, if it gets cold at night, I'll put the Special Forces 1 bag inside the Bivi and sleep in it that way. And then towards the fall and winter, I'll switch over to that Special Forces 2 bag, and if I get a really cold night, I can combine them all together. So that's the great thing about a sleep system, and you guys should definitely check this one out from Snugpak. So as I said before, they come in multiple colors. They come in the multicam, the ATAX, olive green, desert tan, or black, so you can get it in any color you'd like, and they all come with their stuff sacks included. So if you don't want to shell out the money to buy the whole sleep system, you can do it in parts. You could buy just the Bivi. The Bivi alone is a great thing for a survival kit. And in addition to other bags, I could use that Bivi with my Softy Elite from Snugpak. It would work just fine. It's wide enough to accommodate any mummy style bag. So the Bivi is great on its own, as well as you could buy just the Special Forces 1 bag, great on its own. The Special Forces 2 bag, great on its own as well. So you can buy them in pieces, which is nice, and you don't have to buy the complete set, especially if you want to budget it out and buy one piece at a time. So one thing you guys have probably noticed is the Amazon cards that I've added to all my videos. What that is it's an easy and quick link to Amazon to the product being featured in my review. So most of my videos do have a product associated, so you can click that card in the upper corner that says buy from Amazon, and you can find the product in more details that way. I would appreciate it if you're going to buy this item or any of the items that I featured, click through my Amazon link. It does help support the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything extra at all. So I hope you guys like this video. Please give it a huge thumbs up. Leave me some comments below on what you think about sleep systems and how you would use them. And as always guys, subscribe for more videos.